All right, well, we are going to wrap things up as always with head coach Seb Hines. Seb, as again, congratulations on another victory for this team. Let's start first, I guess. We talked a lot about the fans in your post game huddle. Just what did that mean to you to see the support for this team and the takeaways from the game today?
Yeah, I've said it from the start. Like we've had to make it our duty to try to attract more fans to come watch us play. Um, I know behind the scenes, the front office are doing a terrific job to continue to try and promote fans to come out and support this team. And our job is to put the performances together. And I can assure you, the players are giving absolutely everything. They are doing the most to go out there and perform at their highest level and get victories. And I think tonight epitomised with the crowd coming out and showing their support for this team because they've done so well this year. I can't even put it into words.
What else?
Kind of going off of that, how much did that crowd just play in terms of the start of the game, just kind of pushing the team on, and obviously when Carson scored the goal, just hearing them celebrate with her. I mean, how much does that just kind of push the team on in their mentality?
It's really important. It's really important to get the backing of the fans, get them off their seats, get them excited. And I thought we started the half really well. I thought we were on the front foot, created some opportunities, and you could hear them. I've said it from the start. The fans are your 12th player. They're the ones who spur you on. They're the ones that stick by you, even towards the end. You can hear them loud and proud, and pushing the players into getting the victory at the end.
Just as the second half started, Angelina gets her second goal of the season. What was kind of the thought process with bringing her off the bench? And obviously, how happy were you with her getting a goal that feels very deserved at this point?
Yeah, it's always a tough decision. I thought Morgan was brilliant. I thought she did so well intercepting passes, getting on the ball, linking play. But I felt at times in that first half it was getting too stretched at times. Summer is doing a role for us in midfield. She's more of an attacking player. And just getting Ange on the field for 45 minutes, it's really important that we keep the players fresh and ready to go. And so there's a lot of competition within every position also that we can rely on players. But yeah, I'm really happy for Ange. She took her shot well and deserved the goal.
Good, Sean.
This was obviously Viviana Villacorta's first game back from her injury. Can you talk about how hard she's worked to get back and what it means for the team to have her back, and also what it means for her after coming back from two of the serious injuries?
Yeah, well, I've been here from the start with Vivs Orlando Pride career, and it's been very stop-start. Suffered with a lot of major injuries, and she's worked tremendously hard. Going back to the end of last year and seeing her rehab, and the medical staff have done a terrific job of getting her into this position. We've been a little bit more cautious than most players who are coming back from an ACL. Based on Viv's past history. But we felt she was ready to go, and she took her opportunity. It's nerve-wracking, obviously, that first time you're going back into the field, but we decided just to throw her in, and she did a good job in midfield. And it's like having another new player and another asset that we can bring off the bench. If she gets more minutes, maybe it's an opportunity to start, but we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We got a lot of competition within every position again, and so it's just refreshing to see Viv get back onto the field and contribute to this season.
Awesome.
Talk about competition for every position, but over the course of this last couple games, you've been able to get a lot of your key contributors some rest because of that level of competition and being able to see some of other players get a healthy spurt of minutes. How beneficial is that, especially with this long grind of a season, to be able to get players that have played almost every single game a break that they deserve?
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because you want to continue that momentum, but you have to be realistic. We've obviously had the game tonight. we play Washington, and then we have to travel to Portland, and then obviously go to Gotham after that. So it's the games come quick and fast, and making sure that everyone's ready to go. This period has allowed us to kind of rotate players, make sure that players are ready to start or come off the bench or vice versa. And yeah, going into the postseason, it's really important that we have players that are healthy and able to contribute in the postseason to be successful. We don't want to run out of steam after the Seattle game. So yeah, it's allowed us, because of the roster and what we've built here, to be able to rotate players and still stay competitive.
We've got Carson with 2 straight starts now and 2 goal contributions in those games. How important has she been just in these last couple games since rejoining the team, just in her quality of service and her positioning and her veteran stature, I guess, within the team?
Yeah, I mean, last week you could see her quality. You could see her delivery of the ball. She's been consistent since, when she was last here, and we knew that. One thing I didn't know was her heading ability. That came as a surprise, but she executed and she took her goal really well, and it was pleasing to see that she was in that position. So yeah, she's another asset who adds another layer to our game. Deep crosses, comfortable, finding the forwards when teams are pressing. And yeah, she's been a really good addition to this team.
Did you say anything to her after the goal about how you were surprised by the header?
No, I haven't spoke to her yet.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I mean, she's been watching me play, hasn't she?
Go ahead, Sean.
You've talked a lot, especially recently, about even with the good results, there's always things you can learn. Tonight you saw a situation that hasn't happened much this season where you score and give up a goal almost immediately. Can you talk about what the team can learn from that situation?
Yeah, I mean, what we've done so far has been unbelievable. I think 4 or 5 games without conceding a goal, and you can see that that's incredibly difficult with the level of players in this league, and some of the attacks in this league as well. Yeah, of course we'll review it and we'll have talking points. There's always stuff that we can continue to improve on, but we'll take the positive. We scored 3 goals tonight, and some really well taken goals as well. We created a lot of opportunities as well. We were very aggressive, trying to win the ball up the field. There was some really good passages of play. So again, we want to reinforce that message that we're still doing the right things, and we can tweak a few things that we don't put ourselves in that position where, teams feel like they can get back into the game.
Kind of going off that, you had that 5 games where you didn't concede a goal back to in the league before the Olympic break. Can you talk about the team's after giving up that goal, and especially with it being still a close game? Can you talk about the team's mentality?
Yeah, we knew that we had more goals on the table. We knew that we could go and get that 3rd goal, and that showed in the performance after Houston scored. That we created more opportunities, more passage of the play. But I think we got to respect the competition as well. There's no easy games in this league, as much as, people might look at the standings. Teams like Houston, Utah, Seattle, they're good teams with good players, and they can punish you. And tonight we let our guard down a little bit. We allowed them to get back into the game, but our reaction was brilliant to Marty's goal, take it, little step over and slots it into the bottom corner. And so you want that reaction with your players to go out and keep doing the right things and score goals.